Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Bookmeup. My name is Christy. So, today I am doing the How Well Do I Know My Books challenge, which has been going around BookTube for the last couple weeks that I've seemed to notice. It's from, I think that Just a Reader has created this video, so I will go ahead and link his video down in the description box to this video. And I basically have my bookshelf right here, as you can see, and I decided that I'm going to do it. So it's a 16 cube shelf, and I counted that I basically have approximately 10 books in each cube, and not even in each cube. So you can see I have like the Xbox right there. I have a shelf with a bunch of junk on it right there, and the other bottom, the last row, is all cubes that I have pictures in, or like basically these little cubicles where I put things in them. And so I am only going to do 10 of the cubes, and as I said, about 10 books in each cube. So I basically decided that I'm going to use a random number generator because I think that it would be easier. I didn't go on Twitter to ask for random numbers. So basically I am doing 1 through 10 for the books and 1 through 10 for the cubes, and I have my little list right here already of each book I'm going to be getting from each cube, and I have it here sealed to my laptop, and basically I will be just going from there. And so I guess that's really all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the first question is, without looking at the description, tell us what the book is about. So the first book that I'm going to get is from shelf 3, the fourth book on the third cube. So I already went to go get it. I'm not going to film myself getting it. I swear I am not cheating, but I don't want to record myself because I am not fully prepared for the camera to get me going back and forth and whatnot. So the book is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which is basically Harry Potter's third year at Hogwarts, and Sirius Black, I know this one's the one where Sirius Black gets out of Azkaban and is into the book, but as far as like the description goes, that's really all I can remember. So one thing I forgot to mention was that I was telling my sister the other day when I was talking about doing this challenge, is that I was telling her how half the books that are on my shelf are literally books, most of them anyways, are books that I have not read. And so I was like, this is going to be a very interesting challenge because I haven't read like half these books, if not more than that. So I was like, how am I gonna get through this challenge if I don't even freaking know half these books because I haven't touched them? But anyways, on to the next one. We're gonna give it a try anyways. So the second one is, without looking it up, what's the genre of this book? So according to my random number generator that I used, I had the second cube, the seventh book, which was A Web of Air by Philip Reeve, which I know is like the first book to the series. And so what is the genre of this book without looking it up? And honestly, I really wouldn't know because I was given these for Christmas, so I had no idea what any of these are about. But just from like the cover, I would say that maybe it's probably like fiction. I think that if I remember correctly, kind of was like skimming through it, and it just seemed like junior high level reading. And not that that's bad, because I know there are a bunch of books that are junior high level or elementary level that are very good, that even, us young adults or even older adults are reading. But I mean, a lot of kids, I'm assuming, in that level are reading fiction. Not that I know, I really have no idea what this is. But yeah, I'm going to assume that the genre is probably fiction. Okay, so I am on the third one now, which I got the ninth cube and the ninth book from the random generator. And so I am reading these before I get the book so that I know what I'm doing. So the third one is saying, without looking at the book, tell us what's on the cover. So I haven't looked. I have it face down the other way, but just based on the name, I'm going to assume there's a crown or a throne, just based on the title of the book. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it around and just basically see that it was a throne. So I guess that one was fairly easy. Okay, so the next one is going to be from my first cube, the ninth book, except that I didn't have a ninth book in that first cube. There's 8 books. And that way, like, I don't cheat or anything. I just went on to the next shelf, or I guess to the next cube, which would be, I guess, technically the first book to that one. So I don't know if this would be considered cheating or not, but I just went on to the next one. So this one is Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo, which I have yet to read them. I'm excited to, because I know they're super good. This is the fourth one, and it says, without looking it up, what is the main character's name? So, because I haven't read these books yet, I obviously have no idea, which is, I guess, obviously the point. Why am I even doing this challenge if I haven't read, like, half the books? Anyways, I guess it's not that big of a deal, because I feel like I saw Haley and Bookland's video, and she's, like, all over the place. It's kind of hilarious. I can go ahead and post her video down in the description box, but she's pretty funny. If you guys don't follow her, you guys should go ahead and subscribe to her channel, because she is funny. I like to watch her, so go check it out. So the next one is going to be from the 8th cube. It's the 4th book, which I have Inheritance, which I don't have the cover because it's technically not even my book. It's a book that I borrowed from my friend like ages ago, and I have failed to give it back, but at least it's still here on my shelf and safe with me, clean and kept up with. So, without looking, name a side character. This doesn't even have a description on it. So, honestly, it's from the Aragon series, which I think I just said that, but I haven't read that in a long time. So, I really couldn't tell you what the side character's name. Okay, so the next one is going to be from the 5th cube. It's the 4th book, which is Frostblood, and let's just hope that just pray for me, because this is just yet another book that I have yet to pick up and read. So we'll see. So this is the 6th one, and it is, guess how many pages the book has without looking. If you guess 25 or below or 25 above, you can count it as a win. So I'm going to guess that this one is probably like 300-ish pages. Yeah, let's see. Let's open it up. It's 371. So I failed that one. Okay, oh well. So the next one is without looking it up, what rating did you give this book? If you land on a book you haven't read, pick a new number. So I had Shelf 2, Book 8, and I haven't read that book. It's from that series I was just talking about that I got as a gift from Christmas. So I haven't been able to get on a rating yet. So I went to the generator and I redid the number, because it says if I haven't read it to redo the number. So I got Shelf 6, Book 3, which was Cinder from the Luna Chronicles, is the first book. And I want to say I probably gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, but I don't remember. Okay, so the next one that I have is from the Cube 10. It's the Book 6, which I have from the Immortal Instruments, Book 6, City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. So from the challenge it says, without looking, where does this book take place? Well, I really couldn't tell you. Oh, there's some dust. I don't touch my books unless I'm reading them, and I have yet to read these, which is just where I was going. I have yet to read these books, so again, it's another one that I don't know. All I'm going to say is that it's probably in like the mortal world because, yeah. Okay, so here I am again with another book. It's from the second cube, the third book, which I have Run and Rising from the Grishaverse trilogy from Lee Bardugo, which again I have yet to read these. I haven't read them, so it's going to be another answer that I just don't know. But from the challenge, it's without looking, what are the parents' names? Well, good luck to me because I don't know anything. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so the next book is from the first cube, sixth book, which is A Court of Wings and Ruin from Sarah J. Maas, which is just yet another book I have yet to read, except that the good thing is that this one is the next one I'm reading because I'm on the second book from the series, so that's good. Without looking at the hardback, what color is the book under the dust jacket? Without looking, so without actually looking, I'm going to say it's either black or it's going to be a dark green, probably similar to this one. The outside is black, but this is the dark green, olive green, I guess. But yeah, otherwise it is black. Okay, so we're doing the next one, which is from the third cube, the second book. So I have a Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Without looking, is there anything on a hardback, like an imprint or image of some sort? When I thought it was a question for the back of the book, I obviously already have looked at the front, and I haven't looked at the back because I thought it had to do with the back. But there is an image, but I don't remember what it was. I think these are different from this cover, and like the back covers are different from the original set of Harry Potter books. So I'm not quite sure what it is exactly. I don't really remember. So no, yes there is, but I'm not sure what it is. So I'm just going to look, and oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. This is the picture of it. Okay, so for the next one, it was Cube 9, Book 6, which I have The Scorched Trials by James Dashner. And the question is, without taking the dust jacket off, which there is none, what is the color of the font on the hardback? So, considering that it is not a hardback, and yeah, I'm not going to be able to answer that because I don't have the hardcover, so it doesn't say what to do if I don't. I don't own all hardcovers. The question is, without looking, do chapters have titles or are they just numbered? So for the next one, it was from Cube 10. It was the fifth book, which I had City of Lost Souls from Immortal Instruments, Book 5 from Cassandra Clare. And though I haven't read these, I do remember picking it up in a past time. And when I read it, I had started to read it and I couldn't get into it, which is why I didn't finish reading them. But I remember there were titles in here, at least in the series, from what I remember. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was super right. And Immorality, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the next book is from the first cube. It's the first book on the first cube, which is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. And the question is, without looking at the back cover, does it have an award on it? And I'm going to go ahead and say that it doesn't, but I'm not sure, so let's see. Hey, it doesn't. I was right. Okay, cool. That's legit. No, it does not have a cover on the back. I think I got this when it was closer to coming out, like after it come out, but it was like still newer. And so I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah. Okay, so the next one that I have is without looking, does this book have any author blurbs on the front cover? On the front cover, no, I don't believe so, and it is A Gathering of Shadows by Victoria E. Schwab, and no, it doesn't. Okay, so the next one is from Cube 4. It's book 2. Without looking, does the book have a description on the back? So we will see, because I'm not quite sure if it's a book I'm thinking of. I haven't read this book, and I haven't really touched it either. So that I don't see it, A Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. And does it have a description on the back? I'm going to say no, but let's see. Ooh, I was right. It's not.
There's nothing on the back.
It's not. It's just a picture. Okay, yeah. And for the next one, I have Cube 7 and Book 2. So the book is Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. The question is, without looking, does this book have an author photo? Yes, I am pretty sure that it does. So I'm going to look. He does. See, I knew it. I knew it. So the next one I have is Cube 5, Book 9, which is The 1,000th Floor by Catherine McGee. And the question is, without looking it up, is this author using a pen name? Well, I don't know what a pen name means, so can I skip this? Because what does pen name mean? Okay, so the next one is from Cube 6, Book 2, which is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. Just yet another book I've yet to read, so I don't know what the question is. Hopefully it's not one that I need to look at the cover, because I already did. But the question is, without peeking, what point of view is the book written in, first or third? Like I said, haven't read this book, so I'm going to assume probably first. Yeah, it is. Just based on what I skimmed through. Okay, so the next one is The Ninth Cube, the 6th book, which I did have my niece get, because now she is here with me helping me get my books. Without looking, are there any pictures or graphics on this book? So I'm not sure which book it is. I think it's from the Mortal Instruments series. And just because of that, I'm pretty sure there are pictures. Oh, in this book? Oh, inside of the book? No. Again, I misread the question, which on the picture or on the covers, I think there are pictures, but in the books, no, I don't think there are any pictures or graphics. This one was the one, City of Fallen Angels from the Mortal Instruments, which, again, as I said, there's no pictures inside of it, but there are in front, and the other one's from the back. And okay, so the next one is from the 3rd cube. It's the 9th book, and it is The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The question is, without looking, does it have an epilogue? I don't know. I'm going to assume no, just because of how small it is. I know, or at least I'm pretty sure, at least, that with the 7th book of the Harry Potter series, there is, but I don't think that this one does. Okay, so the next one is Cube 7, Book 8, which I think I've gotten this one again, before, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to look at my list to see, but I'm not seeing that I've grabbed this book. The question is, without looking, does this book have a prologue? And for this one, I'm also going to assume that no, because this is the middle book. There's no prologue in here, so I was right. Okay, so the next question, or I should say, which is the book I picked. It's from the 3rd shelf. It's the 6th book. It's the Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And so the question is, without looking, is this book signed? And I don't need to look, because I already know that the answer is no. And nope, it's not. So So the next one is from Cube 4, Book 7, which my niece grabs it and she's holding it. She's checking right now. But it's from As a Monster Calls. I don't remember the first name, but I think the last name is Ness. And the question is, without looking, do the page numbers have a design above or below them or none at all? And I'm going to say none at all, but I'm not sure. So let me check. None at all. It's just the title of the book, or the chapter. So, as most of you guys probably know, since I have told you time and time again that most of these books are books I have not read yet. So I have books that I have had for a very long time that I've still yet to read because I just haven't read them yet. That's why they've stayed on my shelf. So this one is one of them. As you can see that the prince. So my niece keeps making fun of me because every book she's pulling off, she's like, Christy, there is dust all over your books. And I'm like, some of these I just have literally like not picked them up. I've bought them and I've just left them there. And then I moved out for a year because I got married. I was living with my in-laws. And now like that I'm back here, it's like they're like this. So okay, she's gonna dust it off for me because it's probably driving her crazy. So that book is from the 9th cube. It's the 10th book. The question is, without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on them? So this one I cheated. I didn't mean to cheat. It's just I was trying to show my niece what it meant by chapter headers. So my answer would have been I don't know because I still haven't picked up this book. The book is Three Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. And so, yeah, like I said, without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on them? I would have said I have no idea. I don't know. But apparently the answer would have been yes, because it does. So the next book is from the second shelf. It's the 9th book. And this one is... Oh, I don't even know how to say this. Scrivener's Moon by Philip Reeve. If someone can help me, please do so. The question is... Scrivener's? Oh, okay, so something like that. The question is, without looking, are the acknowledgments in the front or the back of the book? I'm going to assume, just on my common knowledge on books, that it's probably in the back of the book. So I will check. Oh, they do, and it is in the back of the book. So the next one is from the 6th cube. It's the 4th book, which is Cress from the Luna Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. The question is, without looking, what year was this book published? So I know that I read these books in like 2015, 16, I think. So I want to say when I saw that they were published, I think it was 2012. Oh, it was in 2014. Oh, well.
Didn't you say 2000?
I said 2012. Okay, yeah. So this is going to be the last and final book/question. So it's from the 7th cube and the first book. It's Falling Up by Shel Silverstein. And the question is, without looking, what year did you read this book? I don't know how I'm supposed to look at what year I read this book, but I know I read this book. I know I had this book in 5th grade, and I'm 26, so how old are you about when you're in 5th grade? I would have been around 9 or 10. Okay, so I would have read this book about 16 or 17 years ago. Okay, so I guess that's about all I have for you guys today. Here is my little Bella again, here to help me in my videos. I appreciate your help, my little love. And thank you. And so, yeah, again, that's all I have for you guys today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.